Hi there. I wanted to share with you a quick pick me up that I've learned from Abraham Hicks. And as I study the laws of the universe and different ways to really shift our energy to a better feeling place, I love combining tapping with these processes. So if you want a quick pick me up and you're in a pretty good feeling place to begin with, this is a great technique to do. So they call it a rampage of appreciation. And some of you may know about this and some of you may not. If you know about it, it could be a great refresher. If not, it's a great, quick pick-me-up technique that I'm really enjoying doing. And I do find it really shifts your energy and your emotional state. So the idea is that you pick an object in your room or wherever your surroundings are, and you look at it and you just find all the things to appreciate about this. So I did this in my bedroom the other night. I was sitting in bed before I went to sleep, and it's a great thing to do before you go to sleep, I believe, because you go to bed on this. Instead of watching the news, do something like this so that you ruminate in your subconscious on this all night long while you sleep. So I was looking at this pot that I bought that has a tree that's in our room. And I was noticing how much I really like the pot. I like the graphics on the side of it. I like the color of it. I like how pretty it is. And then I noticed, yeah, it's got this pretty tree in it. And then this tree has all these branches. And then there's all these leaves. And nowhere to me do I see abundance more than when I'm out in nature. So I'm seeing all these leaves. And then some leaves fall off, but then new leaves come on. And then I just started paying attention to those things. So you want to look at this object in appreciation. And then when you notice your mood is elevated, even just a little bit, you want to pay attention to your mood and be in appreciation of your mood, your improved mood. So then I was like, wow, I do feel better and I really enjoy that. And I'm going to go to sleep feeling better now than when I started this process. And then you go into appreciation of your elevated mood. And then you pick another object in the room and you do the same thing and you sort of recycle this process while you're elevating your mood. So this morning I do this where the first coach I ever had said, Marty, you're like a hummingbird. You need to sit outside for like 10 minutes and do nothing. And I was like, piece of cake, no problem. But the first time I did it within like 30 seconds, I was like going to come out of my skin. I felt like, oh my God, I've got to do something. But now I do it and I sit out there and I really enjoy it. And especially it's spring here. So it is amazing the things that I notice. And this is really to me the appreciation factor, and I'm appreciating nature. So I notice the ivy in our backyard and how there's the old ivy that's a darker green, and now there's this new ivy that's blooming out that's a lighter green, and it's on top of this other, and it's just sprouting out everywhere, and there's more leaves getting birthed out, and it's really incredible to see this abundance that just keeps coming. I'm noticing these birds that revisit my house. There's this male and female bird. It's the 5th year in a row they've been back at our house. And they're always there, and they sit in this particular tree, and they chirp at each other, and I watch that. The hummingbird that has now been twice to our house so far, that's had babies, she built a nest under our patio awning in the back, and she came back, and she's looking at it, and I see her going around, and she's grabbing other twigs like she's testing the nest to make sure that it's secure, and she's fixing it where she needs to. So I'm noticing that in pure appreciation, and everything that I'm seeing is flowers blooming out and watching the progression each and every morning as I sit out there and do it. So I was doing this rampage of appreciation this morning. And again, I was looking at this pot that we have in the backyard, and I was noticing the pot and in appreciation of it. And it was made in Mexico. And I was noticing, wow, I was thinking about some people were touching this, their hands were on it, and they have families. And then I was thinking about the families and the connection that we have, that I have this pot at my house, not marijuana, a regular pot at my house that has a flower in it. It's got a geranium. And I'm noticing the geranium and wow, the beauty of that. And, I started thinking about this family, that these people that worked on this, that they go home to these families and the kids that might have it. And I was really in this incredible appreciation about it. and I really noticed the elevation in my mood. So try that and then notice your mood and appreciate the mood. And what they say is if you do this 10 to 15 minutes every day, you'll be amazed at what shifts for you. And I'm going to add in there, if you're not in a good feeling place, what you want to do before you even try this is tap on that. Tap out on that, say, lower energy, the mood that you have that's not feeling really good to you, and tap it out. Just tell the truth and tap it out while you do it. And then once you've moved yourself to releasing that resistance, then you can practice this. Because I often find if you try to practice some of these techniques when you're nowhere even close to being in appreciation, it's actually going to have the adverse effect on you. So that's why I love combining tapping with this. So tap, because you can tap on your truth and spew out your truth whatever way you need to while you tap. And then when you find yourself in a better feeling place, try this rampage of appreciation and see how it works for you. So hope you found this helpful. Thanks so much for being a part of this. And I'd love to hear from you if you try this and you find like, wow, it's really helped. So that's all for now, and take care. Bye-bye.